It's like, dude, you didn't say anything. One guy simply said it's crazy hard to be vice president. And then the other guy said that's a brilliant take. Sure. Trump says him and JD Vance are not weird. Great stuff. Let's take a look.
And neither is JD Vance after Kamala Harris and other Democratic leaders trotted out weird to describe the GOP duo.
Nobody's ever called me weird. I'm a lot of things, but weird I'm not. And I'm up front. And he's not either, I will tell you. JD is not at all. They are. It's always soundbite. And the press picks it up. You notice the evening news, every one of them talk. You know, they introduce the word weird, and all of a sudden they're talking about weird. No, we're not weird people. We're actually just the opposite.
Okay, our panel is back to talk more about this. Let's talk about weird. I want to play a clip. This all started, Tim Walz, who is potentially a VP pick for Kamala Harris, just said it very...
Bro, this all started with a young gunner who used to be young but is now old, who has been riding this fucking wave and this momentum that Republicans are weirdos for the past fucking 6 years, baby. From the first day that I got on this fucking platform, I have been a major advocate to show everybody how fucking weird the Republicans are. I have a very popular segment called Hogwatch. Okay? That's the entire point. We've been saying Republicans are fucking weirdos. We've been saying that. Just saying, but I'm glad that Waltz is, pushed to the forefront.
Plainly, but a lot of Democrats have picked up on weird. So let's listen to them.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are.
It's the weirdest thing. He'll go and like literally hug an American flag. Now, I love the flag, but I mean, it's like weird what he does.
I mean, on the other side, they're just weird. I mean, they really are.
Kamala Harris has used it as well. Sarah, this seems to be sinking. It's rare you see messaging like that just take off, and they've all adapted to it or adopted it pretty quickly. How is it landing with voters and kind of, it is very plain spoken, but do voters kind of get that?
Totally. And here's the thing. For a long time, I would say the way that people talked about Donald Trump, because he is a very dangerous person, they talk, dictator, strongman, authoritarian, and that stuff. Voters oftentimes will say, like, what do you think about Trump being an authoritarian? And people will be like, what? What are you talking about?
What is that? Yeah.
Whereas weird, people are like, I know what weird is. And JD Vance has really helped to define the weirdness, right? The cat lady stuff, the fact that he has done a full personality transplant. So it's funny, they're trying to brand Kamala Harris as a chameleon. But everybody, when I talk to swing voters and focus groups, I haven't seen as negative a reaction to a candidate as I have seen from swing voters to JD Vance since Mike Pence was in the...
Yo, chatters, the reason why the weird shit is good is one, because they are weird, but also because it doesn't give them power. It actually humiliates them in a way that voters, in a way that will drive a rift between the normal suburbanite Republican Party voters, okay, the normal rural Republican Party voters versus the weirdo MAGA cultists. Not to say that like all of those guys don't like Donald Trump. Of course they do. But when you say like, oh, Donald Trump is an authoritarian, those guys look at that and think, yeah, they're just saying that because Donald Trump is a strong-willed, charismatic leader that wants to do my bidding. It's just like they call me racist, right? If you call them deplorable, if you call them fucking racist, like these are terms that Republicans, moderate voters in general, will not respond negatively to at all. As a matter of fact, they will negatively polarize against the person saying that. But when you say fucking weird, and it's especially on like a issue that they're hyper focusing on in a very sweaty way, like how they just keep talking about like if you vote for Kamala Harris, you're a woman. That's a weird fucking thing to say. Or all of these like groibers on Twitter, like separating the party, which is communicating like they're groibers on Twitter, from the average fucking Republican supporter that doesn't like that kind of stuff and thinks that's gross, is a good way to deal with this. It also, I think, neutralizes the fucking the fear. Like you can't just when you say they're like far right authoritarians or they're violent or whatever the fuck, A lot of Republicans will think, oh, this is just hysteria from the Democratic Party. But when you say someone is weird, when you say like the Republicans are weird, they kind of get it. Like people understand it because they've heard the weird shit that they're saying.
Primary to Trump voters. These swing voters do not like him, and they do think he's weird. They think he's inauthentic. They think he's a phony. And so it's like if the weird shoe fits, like that's what's happening right now.
Mo, what do you say to all of this?
No, I think that's right. And, you know, Sarah's so right. Like when you listen to words that are often used in politics, right? Authoritarian, dictator, dangerous, extreme. Like everyone has been using the word extreme for so long on both sides of the aisle that the word has kind of lost its meaning to a lot of voters. But weird, that's something that people just get, and I think it does reflect their feelings. And you know what? It's been a weird cycle.
Yes,
it's been a weird campaign, and it's been a really bad and weird week for the Trump campaign. And you know, even that response, I think a lot of people
standing
are
up for the cause.
really?
Bro,
You're not weird, you're weird.
like that's weird for an adult to say, right? Like, am I?
Every time I see Trump supporters, like, I don't know if they're specifically picking these people, but like, I just want to say, are you all right? Like, what's wrong with you? There's just something off about every single one of them. You know what I mean? It's like never like a normal person. It's always like some fucking weirdo, right? To be honest, like the most hilarious part about the Boo Boo Bennett videos, the reason why I love watching her videos is that there was a point in time in like the 2016 era, and even before that, like in the post-Gamergate world, where these alt-right, anti-SJW centrist YouTubers would go around and like find some of the worst, like most hysterical looking lefties, right? Like they would purposefully try to, you know, paint a picture of the left by looking at these like hyper specific instances, like people being fucking hysterical or whatever, to make the left look like this cartoonish depiction. And Boo Boo Bennett basically does it for the right. So it's like a gift. You know what I mean? Like she's not even doing it on purpose. She's not trying to make the Republicans look bad. She still ends up like pointing a camera to like random Trump supporters at the rally, and they all look fucking strange. Like there's something off.
They need to call, what was it General Flynn said? Martial law and revote.
General Flynn, dude. Oh my God, these people are fucking straight QAnon.
Do you have a quick message for President Trump? Keep fighting.
Bro, they don't pay me the big bucks for no reason. You know, this is why they pay me the big bucks, baby, at the top of the hour. Nonetheless, when there's a 3-minute ad break coming, that's pre-watch too. I told y'all motherfuckers, man. I told y'all. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't consistently portray yourself as the fucking weirdo party and not expect any sort of repercussions for it. Giving money to a millionaire? Yeah, a millionaire who is the fucking prophecy. Lisan al-Gaib, baby. A huge crowd of Israelis stormed the military base, demanding soldiers detained for raping Palestinians' pardon, and this is how the New York Times presents it. That's wild. And it took them fucking 2 days to write it too. Unrest at army bases highlight a long battle for Israel's soul. After Israeli soldiers were detained on suspicion of abusing a Palestinian, riots broke out that symbolize a wider struggle over Israel's future that has divided the country. That's sick, man. That's sick. And then people will be like, why is there not enough trust in mainstream media? It's like, bro, you fucking write shit like this and people know the truth. They're going to be like if people don't already have like a well-established, genuinely significant amount of confidence in mainstream media, you are literally just losing people. I see this article, I scroll TikTok and I see what's going on with the pro-rape protest. I'm gonna be like, I am literally never reading the New York Times ever again. Like, that's insane, bro. I think why weird works is that it removes the power from the Republicans and make them the target of judgment. Yeah, deplorable and bully fits into the self-image of Republicans as tough, powerful person in control. Weird makes you think of an incel shooter, which hits because it's true. Yup. That's exactly what I've been saying. They're sweaty. They're weird. They're gross. They're hysterical. They're panting. They have assumed the role. They have assumed the role that like right-wingers leftists tried to, or liberals tried to portray them as. And that's why they keep fucking doubling down.
A toddler, sure. A kid, maybe. But so I just think it's one of those things that's going to stick a little bit.
It seems to have caught on. And Molly, we're getting these fundraising numbers Trump raising $139 million in July. The Harris team raising $310 million in July. And it's worth noting, of course, she entered late in the month once Biden stepped aside. These numbers really indicate that enthusiasm that we were talking about on the Harris side. I mean, this was Trump, obviously.
Are you going to watch any of the Olympics? Bro, are you trying to get me banned? Be honest. Also, I forgot to run the 3-minute ad break after saying I was going to run it. But like, be honest. Are you actually a hater that's been in here for 26 months? Avoiding the ad break at the top of the hour for 26 months only to see me get banned right now? Bro, the Olympics took down our fucking, like, trans panic article. Their copyright lawyers are fucking on it, dude. They're so insane. Yeah. Their copyright lawyers are out of control, dude. We had to re-upload it. This video has everything censored. You want to know why it has everything censored? Because the motherfucking Olympics literally took down everything. I think only videos, no? Yeah. They take down any Twitter clip extremely fast. Any Reddit clip, they're very fast. Yeah. I think the Olympics would benefit from streamers watching. Yeah. Good luck. Beast mode. Make her president now. Kamala Harris berated her staff with F-bombs, leaving them in fear. Intern told not to make eye contact. Great. We love a strong woman. Some of y'all don't have enough backbone and you're afraid. Wait, what the fuck is this? This is such a funny line of attack.
I've been the leader of the Republican Party and the speaker. Never once did she call us in and ask, what are your ideas? What should we do?
Yeah, because you're a loser, dog. What do you mean? You are no longer the fucking speaker. You got owned. You got owned by a pedophile, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You literally got owned by a pedophile. Like, that's crazy. If you get owned by a pedophile like that, you probably shouldn't be out there chirping. Anyway, we talked about this already, but like Nancy Pelosi is in the pocket for Waltz, and that's a good thing. Philadelphia Inquirer and everyone else is coming after Josh Shapiro. That's also a good thing. Myung and Ray are coming soon, yes, and that's a great thing. But we'll continue with this
Trump
for now.
Trump has made real gains in fundraising. They were really lagging before, and they have caught up in a lot of ways. But this is a huge haul for the Harris campaign.
Yeah, well, and it should be said that the campaign's cash on hand is much closer to parity because the Trump campaign hasn't spent as much so far. But look, as you say, there is a lot of momentum behind the Democratic ticket now that was not there before. And I want to say I'm a proud weird American. I'm not here to stigmatize weird people. It's okay not to conform with the dominant culture. But I think it's part of the same thing where you have the Democrats suddenly seeming to be in the driver's seat, being able to say, you know, we're where the regular people are. We're where people who just want to live their lives are able to feel at home. And that's what this weird attack is. I mean, every campaign is trying to find new ways always to say, my opponent isn't like you, right? My opponent is different. My opponent is.
Bro, if Iran attacks Israel while I'm opening cars with Myung and Ray, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, it took their bitch asses like fucking 4 days to respond. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I don't even know. No. Bro, like for the past 3 days, they're like, oh, we're putting up the red banner. We're putting up the red flag. American military aircraft carriers are fucking coming into the Middle East. And they're like, oh, we're any day now. Israel will learn their lesson. And then the moment that I swap away from hardcore news coverage to open up fucking one-piece card packs, they're going to be like, oh, it's time to rain hellfire upon Israel. Iran is fucking, at this point, it's like the Ayatollah is literally a gaming, no gaming politics, Andy. Straight up. Ayatollah's like, no fun, just politics. He's like, I'll show you what it's about, trying to fucking open one-piece card pack. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Not someone who you relate to. And so this is another way of saying that. But what Democrats really like about this that I've spoken to is also that it has a dismissiveness to it, where when you call Trump a strongman or an authoritarian...
Would that actually surprise me? Yes. If the 90-year-old Ayatollah was a fucking person who watched my stream, that would be the most insane thing that's ever happened. Yeah, Ayatollah's a fucking 36-month subscriber. In the morning, he's writing in the Parasocialist update. He's like, bro, get to the news, please. We don't pay you to fucking talk about your life, dumbass. I banned the fucking Ayatollah. He just lasers my house. Ayatollah posting, just put the fries in the bag, bro. I mean, I know I got some fucking, like, rich ass motherfuckers in Qatar are watching. I know that. I've heard about that, but I don't know who the most like high profile regional leader is or anything like that would be watching. Yeah, no, I got some Oilers from Qatar. Qatar. You and him fight over trans rights every now and then. Yeah.
In less than 2 weeks since President Joe Biden exited the presidential race, the dynamics of the 2024 election have definitely shifted. Democrats quickly rallied behind Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him, and a party that once seemed to be heading towards a significant defeat has experienced an electrifying revival. This surprising turn of events has spurred another unexpected development. Former President Donald Trump and his MAGA allies are backpedaling and publicly doubting themselves. For a movement that thrives on controversy and a never apologize ethos, it's unusual to see its members so visibly on the defensive. While this does not necessarily mean that Republicans are in danger of losing the election, it reflects a decline in their confidence and might lead some of them to rethink their approach to winning over voters. Trump has recently been scrambling to distance himself from Project 2025, the policy project organized by Right-Wing Heritage Foundation designed to help guide a future Trump presidency.
What the fuck's his goddamn problem? Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, during a podcast that was released on Friday, shared an anecdote about the moment former President Donald J. Trump called to ask him to be his running mate. His 7-year-old son, Vance recalled, wanted to discuss Pokemon. So he's trying to talk to me about Pikachu, and I'm on the phone with Donald Trump, and I'm like, son, shut the hell up for 30 seconds about Pikachu, he said, referring to the Pokemon mascot. This is the most important phone call of my life. Just let me make this phone call. Dude, what? That's such a weird fucking way to... Yo, why are you voluntarily responding? Why are you voluntarily revealing to the whole ass world with your goddamn chest that you're like a piece of shit dad? What is happening? Oh, yeah. By the way, the IBA, still the discredited institution, International Boxing Association, is using the Angela Carini situation to do like right-wing commentary. I'm not like a, it's 5 o'clock in Kremlin, it's 5 o'clock in Moscow sweaty shit, but like this absolutely is that, okay? They 100%. This is straight up like Russian style culture war nonsense. 100%. Like what do you mean? You're giving an award prize to Angela Carini for prize money equivalent to an Olympic champion. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Bro, they will attack while you're opening cards? No, they will not. No, they will not.
Hey, I'm like, oh no. So I call Trump and I'm like, hey, sir, what's going on? He's like, JD, you missed a very important phone call. And now I'm going to have to pick somebody else. And I like tense up and almost have a heart attack. And the crazy thing about it is my son, who's 7, is in the hotel room with me. And he's really into Pokemon cards right now. He's going through a Pokemon phase. Are you guys into Pokemon?
I am. Back in the day.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
a big phase right now, I think, in general.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's really into it. So he's trying to talk to me about Pikachu. And I'm on the phone with Donald Trump. And I'm like, son, shut the hell up for 30 seconds about Pikachu. This is the most important phone call of my life. Please just let me take this phone call. So, hey, I'm like, oh no. So I call Trump and I'm like,
bro was on the Full Send podcast? Oh my God. Bro, we got to watch the fucking Full Send episode. Was there some good moments from it? I need to see this shit, dude. I need to see this shit. I need to see it. I'm sorry. 9 hours, 158,000 views. Oh my God, they're so washed. Oh my God, they're so... Oh, dude, nobody gives a fuck. He's got no motion. He's got no motion, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Like in 11 hours, I got 200,000 views on this shit. Oh my God, bro. 2 million subs. Bro, it's the Full Send podcast. Are you kidding me? That's just their podcast. Their episodes get like 1 million easy.
The world is becoming a crazy, crazy place. You guys know me.
This is a testament to like how shitty JD Vance is, nothing else.
Sports, and by far, Prize Picks is my favorite. What I love about...
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Steiny's not that excited for this one, though.
Yeah, he's like showed up in just a plain white tee. Like, world. It looks like
Steiny only gets excited for like content that like he knows the chicks are gonna like.
Yeah, or he
you
can
know
ask,
what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so true. Like he just thinks like, all right, clips, TikTok, girls are on TikTok.
Dude,
I'm
that's
gonna get more
so
pussy.
accurate.
That is not accurate.
Bro, it's super
That's
accurate.
so accurate, bro. You know it.
Your content is based around girls. It's fine. I'm not
What's wrong
mad.
with that?
No, nothing. I'm just.
That's why if like Full Send Golf gets like 1 million views, like he's like, I don't really want to do that because like it's just all guys watching it.
Did you ever taking any of those girls like for real from The Bachelor or what?
This I think might be literally like, podcasts are obviously very stupid and very broy, but I genuinely think the Full Send podcast might be the stupidest podcast of all time. This is not a joke. I legitimately believe that the Full Send podcast might be the dumbest podcast of all time. Like every single person on there, with the exception of like Bradley Martin, who is at least like somewhat knowledgeable when it comes to like fitness related shit. And I'm not just saying that because he's my boy. Virtually every other host brings almost nothing to the table. Like, no, I'm talking about Full Send. Like they just kind of talk. If you look at their clips, they'll have like a guest on and be like, yeah, man, it seems really difficult to be like the vice president. Yeah, that's a brilliant take. Yeah, no, that's really smart, man. Yo, good job, Steiny. That's a really good take, Steiny. It's like, dude, you didn't say anything. One guy simply said, it's crazy hard to be vice president. And then the other guy said, that's a brilliant take. Sure. How is this a podcast? Yeah, I said brilliant, but honestly, he wouldn't. Brilliant is too big of a word.
What?
Yeah. Are you the youngest vice president to ever run?
I think so, or at least maybe not in the history of the country, but I'm certainly like in our generation, recent history. I know I'm the first millennial. So, to ever be on a ticket. I'm 39 years old. I turned 40 actually in a few days, which I'm very depressed about.
When's the 40th?
August 2nd, which I think is Friday.
What's good for the 40th?
Dang,
Are you like
Nothing anymore, man. I've got people following me around. I can't do anything fun. We're gonna go out to dinner with my wife and a bunch of friends and go swimming afterwards. That's about as much excitement as we can get into now. But
kind of
it'll be
sucks
good.
that the 40th lands on the VP run.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's funny. All my buddies who are, because we're all similar age, they all have 40th birthday parties and they're going to doing stuff fun. Like, I actually had a couple friends who came out to Vegas a few months ago, and they're like, come out to Vegas with us. And I was just like, no, unfortunately, that phase of my life is over.
Yeah.
You said it's August 2nd?
August 2nd.
I don't think we're doing anything August 2nd.
He's trying to say
No,
we'd
love to attend.
I think I'd get in a little bit of trouble hanging out with you guys on August 2nd, so I should chill. I mean, by the way, this is like your guys' brand of seltzer?
This is our seltzer Happy Dad, yeah.
Okay, nice.
So we just became the number 4 seltzer nationwide.
Oh, congratulations.
We just passed Bud Light Seltzer.
So you guys like started this. This is your business.
Started it from the ground up, yeah.
Okay. Can I steal a pack? Is that all right?
100%. Yeah, we'll load up the plane with some.
We have to be careful though, because I can only take like $75 in gifts or something. So you have to tell me what the retail price is.
Wait, that's a thing?
We have to come under. Yeah, it's you can accept small gifts, but nothing big.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's a thing.
As a VP or just in politics?
I think it's being a senator. Actually, I don't think it's running for office. I think it's being in office. But I always like check. It's one of these things where your life changes. Where if I go to dinner with my buddies, they love it now because I always pay. Because I'm never really sure if they're allowed to buy me dinner anymore, right? Because I don't want to have to email a campaign lawyer to go hang out with my buddies, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just pay for dinner. So of course they get the most expensive wine and the most expensive thing now. So it's great. I've got great friends.
Was being a VP like always a part of like your thought where you wanted to do in politics?
I think that I think that JD Vance is the perfect VP pick for the Nelk boys. He is so Nelk coded, which I think, of course, spells trouble for the campaign in general. Like, he is such a perfect, I'm kind of a fucking loser, but I always wanted to be a frat bro, but I never had the normal social development. So now I have some clout and I'm using that to appear as a cool guy. But the only way that I can appear as a cool guy, or what being a cool guy is, in air quotes, is what I think is popping online. I mean, that's basically the fucking Nelk boys to a T. I mean, he seems like a pretty normal dude. He's married and has kids, so he's not really a loser. Yeah, no, you're right. I love that this is I know exactly what type of motherfucker says this. Okay? Anyone that says, oh, you're married and you have children, so you're not a loser, is a fucking loser. Most people who are married and have children would never place this level of emphasis on being married and having children. If anything, they would call themselves fucking losers because they're now married and have children and can't do fun shit. Okay? Not to say that they are fucking losers for being married and not being able to do fun shit, but that's how they would see themselves Or that's how they would at least joke about themselves. Only unfuckable, crusty incels online go, oh, well, it's actually a moral thing that this person has a wife and children, so they're not fucking losers. Okay? Only when you are the type of dude who does not have any of that shit going on online, super fucking crusty, where you place this like level of emphasis on trad aesthetics. Damn, dude, what the fuck? Sorry. I didn't mean to come across that hard on you. I'm sure you're a great guy. I apologize. I did not mean to make an example out of you in particular. There are people like this though online who have these like groiper avatars. Okay? I'm not talking about you, chatter. You're, I'm sure, a wonderful guy. Okay? But there are a lot of people online that are like, oh, why haven't you had a damn dude, what the fuck, free Palestine? Okay, stop. I'm not talking about you. Anyway, that was a bad stray for the chatter. But you know what I'm talking about? The dudes who are constantly talking about, like Tim Pool constantly talks about the value in like getting married and having children. And it's like, or Pearl. What's the fucking girl's name? The Pearly Whites. I'm so girly, Pearly. What the fuck was that ugly ass chick's name? Just Pearly Things. Yeah, okay, thank you. She constantly talking about like, oh yeah, like you need to immediately have a wife and you know, get a husband and make babies and whatnot. And it's like, bro, you look at yourself. Twitter about to go up in flames. Oh my God, Grimes about to arrive to court in Austin, Texas for ongoing custody battle with Elon Musk. And she got the Rick Owens on. She got them Ramones on, dude. She's ready to fucking go, locked and loaded. Oh my God. It's pretty crazy. She let Elon nut inside twice, I'm pretty sure. Or 3 times. Elon Musk walked into a Austin courtroom Friday amid ongoing custody battle over 3 children with the magician known as Grimes. The judge has ordered the courtroom closed for a hearing that could continue all morning. I'm gonna be real. Are either of them even spending time with the child? I'm gonna be doubly real. Should either of them spend time with the child? Through a surrogate, I believe she wouldn't even let him nut inside. Wait, really? At least one of these 2 people in this custody battle have appeared on the show. So, and also appeared here physically. So I'm gonna say I'm rooting for Grimes. Friend of the show, Grimes, I'm rooting for you. Okay. I hope you win your custody battle. And I hope that you get your children back from this fucking freakish monster. Elon has kept their kids away from Grimes for over years. Grimes' mom's made a public post begging to see her grandkids because her grandma's about to die. Elon is denying Grimes' dying grandma from seeing her grandkids. Dude, what the why is he such a villain? Like, the thing I don't understand about these like PayPal mafia guys is that they all appear to play the role of like comic book villains. They do it perfectly. Like, there's no scaling back on the severity of the cruelty for these guys. I just don't understand it. Maduro might beat his ass like Iman did to that cop. Yeah. Speaking of Elon Musk news, there's also this. He's just so awful. New billionaire Elon Musk has created a pack collecting voter data from those living in key states through an online register to vote form that does not directly register people to vote. All of this in an effort to help Donald Trump become president. That's it, folks. None of you believed. So for those of you who don't believe it, like that did happen. This is Elon Musk's baby mama times 3. She was right here, sitting right here. Like, it's not a joke.
Former President Donald Trump announced Saturday that he would not debate Vice President Kamala Harris unless she agreed to participate in a new Fox News debate next month. This is the latest development in the ongoing negotiations between the campaigns regarding when, if ever, the 2 candidates will meet on stage. I will see her on September 4th, or I won't see her at all, Trump wrote on his Truth social platform. At a rally Saturday evening in Georgia, Trump reiterated his stance, telling attendees, "We are doing one with Fox if she shows up." "I don't think she's going to show up," he added, claiming that Vice President can read a teleprompter but can't speak off the cuff. Trump's statement followed his decision on Friday night to back out of a planned September 10th debate hosted by ABC News. He had committed to that event in May after he and President Joe Biden agreed to move up the debate calendar and exchanged barbs about being willing to debate each other anytime, any place. Harris referenced those statements on her social media on Saturday. It's interesting how anytime, any place becomes one specific time, one specific safe place. She wrote, I will be there on September 10th, like he agreed to. I hope to see him there. If you found this video informative, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And thanks for watching.